Good evening and welcome to Thurles Greyhound Stadium for the Connolly's Red Mills and Track Supporters Club Champion Bitch Stake Final. Johnny, the Dwans have two dogs in the final here tonight.
That's right, they're drawn in Trap 1 and 2. Trap 1 is well drawn, Trap 2 is a very fast bitch. I think Trap 3 is also well drawn, so 1, 2, 3, they look really like the bitches. 4 and 5, 6 Razzle Dazzle Amy, I think drawn out a bit far, so this is a tight track. First bind will make a big difference here.
Yeah.
So I'd be...
Which dog are you going to go with?
I'd be going with 2, my heart is with 2, but I think the one is very well drawn.
What do you think is going to win the Bitch Stake final here tonight?
I'd say Bona Helena.
And why are you going with that dog?
It just seems to be winning all the ones previously, so yeah.
As good a reason as any.
May as well go for it, yeah.
It's Trap 2.
Why are you going with her?
She's a good old record. You're coming into the lads. Come on now. I'm after getting caught. I'd say Trap 2. All right, great.
Okay, the Bitch Stake final here tonight. What do you think is going to win it?
Number 2, definitely.
Number 2.
Number 2. I'd say, 2, yeah. 2. Go on, number 2!
Billy, you've been involved here on the track for many years. Give me a little bit of history on it.
The track was opened in 1958 by a group of directors. Kevin Dwan's father, Dennis O'Mara's father, Bill Dwan, and 2 He's. And they have remained involved to this day. They're still involved, all their sons are still involved. We came on board, some of the new directors, when the track was refurbished in the year 1998. So it's going fairly well at the moment.
Good.
And
what's your own involvement here on the track?
I'm a director here at the track. We have a group of about 4 involved in every day. And myself, Jackie Carl, Chris Delahunty and Kevin and Dennis O'Mara. We're involved on a day-to-day basis. Most days we're in.
And you've had lots of dogs running here down through the years, but what's maybe your greatest memory?
My wife has dogs, but directors aren't allowed to run dogs. But we won the Tipperary Cup in the year 2000 with a dog called Caline and Jack, and I suppose because it's our local home track, it was a huge achievement. It was a thrill of my lifetime because actually our youngest daughter was born the very same day, so 16th of July, never to be forgotten.
Excellent, excellent. And the Bitch Stake final here tonight, what do you think of that?
It's a terrific stake. It's traditionally one of the reload stakes that has been here through the years. We used to run it just before Christmas, but the Christmas Oaks came in Harris Cross, so we changed. A huge success, and Red Mills came on board this year. Oswald was the track bookmakers, but Red Mills in conjunction with the Track Supporters Club, and it has been a huge success. You see yourself the crowds that have been every night, and it's a huge quality field tonight. So we have 2 local runners, 2 Bornas, so we'll be hoping for the best. But
the bitches are in the traps: 1 Borna Central, 2 Borna Helena, 3 Durrow Abbie, 4 Rockbust Levon, 5 Angry Bird, and 6 Razzle Dazzle Amy. Willie, massive congratulations. It was an extremely impressive performance.
Yeah, she ran well. Like, she starts and stays. So, like, I mean, even if she was led, she still has the ability to come from behind, you know?
Yeah. But it's not her first success.
No, she won a stake in Clonmel in last October. I think it was about 3,500 bitch competition in Clonmel. And she won the first round of the Oaks in Shelburne Park. Unlucky to go out in the second round.
Yeah.
Just taking the lead and got clipped from behind. So, like, I mean, she's a a pretty impressive hound, like, you know.
She really is.
Yeah.
And what way is she bred?
She's Crash and Doonalley June. She was sort of A1 open. Her granddam would have been a good open class bitch. She won a couple of competitions in Thurles Cross. Like, she stayed well. Like, this one would stay maybe up to 600 yards, but I don't want to put her over the extended trip because I think it sort of might ruin her early. You know, she's starting to come away a lot better now, so like, we'll just keep her to this, you know. So she won't be seen anymore now at the Oaks and Shelburne. We'll just leave her off for a month because she had no trial round here prior to the competition. Just got a sprint qualifying trial back in Longford. But she runs well fresh, you know, she sort of gets herself fit, you know, so there's no need to do all the, you know, an endurance training with her, like, you know, she just, every run brings her on, like, you know.
So there'll be lots of celebrations tonight, will there?
Hopefully, anyway, yeah.
Well, we'll see you at the Oaks.
Thanks very much, Maria.
Padjo, when was the Track Supporters Club formed?
We're in our 5th year this year now. It was 2009 we started out.
Very good. And how many members do you have in the Track Supporters Club?
Last year we had 105. This year we're well up in our 60s and we're heading to break to 105 this year, hopefully.
Super. And what sort of functions or events do you run in order to actually raise funds?
Membership is our biggest fundraiser, and we have a levy on the car park, which is voluntary to all the members that come in.
Okay.
And we make most of our money from the car park.
Brilliant.
So, yeah. Very
and do you think that the Track Supporters Club is an integral part of actually running the track here in Thurles?
It is, yeah. I mean, we have, you know, the stakes starting every week, semi-finals and finals in the following week, and then another semi-final starting then. So practically most weeks we have some sort of a stake going on, and mostly for graded dogs. So everything we get goes back into the Supporters Club.
Kevin, I'd first like to congratulate you. You're going to get the Service to the Industry Award next weekend.
Thanks very much, Marie. And I only heard it last week from the chairman of the board that they were offering me this lovely presentation.
Excellent.
I didn't believe that I was actually worth that, but looking back, my father was one of the promoters of this track.
Yeah.
As you see here on this, the first meeting took place in 1949. And they opened in 1950, and I suppose my whole family were actually in the starting up of the dogs in the 50s. I can remember the first dog that I actually walked out, and it was back in 1949. A dog by the name of Sure Breeze. He wouldn't be the best dog in the world, but
you can still remember him.
But I can still remember, and I thought it was a Spanish battleship I had when I was walking up the roads. I was only 13 and a half years of age.
Yeah.
But I can always remember that it was a fantastic time. The passion I had for dogs then was something else, even though I didn't have a good dog. But over the years then I got to know how to breed dogs and buy dogs and that.
Yeah.
And I happened to have some good dogs. I had a great dog back in 1962. He won the main race in Galway, the Galway races. The name of the dog was Rat Logan Playboy.
Brilliant.
And I can remember beating the great footballer Sean Purcell. He had a bitch in it.
Yeah.
And that was one of the thrills I had. And I also had other dogs over the years then, which were great. But my father was a fantastic promoter. My mother was a director as well. Back in the 50s, my father was so passionate about the dog and getting the track going.
Yeah.
That he had a Rolls Royce when people had a patch in their trousers. And my mother was very annoyed that he had bought this Rolls Royce, but he bought a second Rolls Royce to bring greyhounds around in.
Oh,
he converted into a van for carrying dogs around, and also when they started the track here back in the 50s, there was very few dogs in this area, so my father actually brought in a person to train dogs, I think about 40 or 50 dogs, to make sure there was always dogs here for the track.
Brilliant.
But it was unusual in years ago. You hadn't actually the draw of the trap only on the night that you went there, you know. So you had the draw took place. You didn't know which trap you went, which I think in myself, I didn't give the bookmakers time to make up their mind which dog was the fancy ones in one trap or two traps.
Yeah.
You know. I think in a way it was probably good, but then the Greyhound Board was formed back in 1958, and that changed a lot of things, I think, for the betterment of the industry. I don't think it would never continue as a private idea of having tracks until they came in.
Yeah. Well, you've had some good dogs and bad dogs over the years, as you just after telling me, but I believe you have quite a good pup in training at the moment. When will we be seeing him on the track?
Well, Billy the Wire is my syndicate man, and this dog is up with Fraser Black. and they said he did a good trial the other day, so I'm hoping that he will be one of the ones that we'll be looking forward to in the future.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations on your award again, and enjoy next Sunday night.
Well, thanks ever so much, Marie, and we're looking forward to it. Thank you.
John, that was a super performance tonight by Durrow Abbie.
That's right. She showed really early pace. You know, she was out and gone, so that's what you need in Thurles, really. Good early. She got to the bend, and I think she was in control from very early on. You know.
And I think Willie obviously thinks a good bit of her. He's aiming her for the Oaks. He
is actually. Willie Delahunty, a grand guy there, and he have a lovely syndicate with him from Tullamore. Really. You know, they were in great form after. So looking forward to him going to the Oaks and wish him well.
Yeah. Well, we're off to Newbridge in 2 weeks' time.
That's right, for the unraced bitch stake there, starting. So talking to Joyce Black there, she said she's getting into some exciting entries. Great. So looking forward to it. And I'm sure people will be definitely looking forward to the 10,000 bonus. Absolutely, £10,000 euro bonus there, so it should be really exciting. Of course it will. Well, we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time in Newbridge.